Hu. Chào Gon, Chang Hu.
Uh, Hello, teacher.
Hello, teacher.
Can you hear me, Chang Hu?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good, good. Ah, Mrs. Ha.
Yes, hello.
Okay. Chào em. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, good, good. Have you started your class yet?
No, this morning I don't have class. Class
No
at
class
2
this
at 2
morning.
p.m.
2 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything I need to know before this class starts?
No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. That's good. Um, Remember you told me about a new student a couple of weeks ago. I
Mm,
A girl?
Ngọc, I think she joined the class for 2 weeks already.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You are right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mrs. R. I'll talk to you later then.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. Can you turn your cameras on, please? Wang Ang. Okay. See you clearly. That's great. Wang Ang, good. Ledok Ang, can see you clearly. And Chang Hu, that's great. Ledok Ang, is it hot this morning?
No, it's like um, what it is called? It's like normal,
It's
a
normal
cozy
today.
feeling. I don't know.
Okay, so it's normal today. All
Yeah.
right. What do you think the temperature is?
I think it's
About.
about 30 degree.
Oh wow, it's hot already.
No, but it feel like 28.
Okay, that's still warm for me. Okay, here in Christchurch, still pretty cold. As you can see, I'm wearing a jersey. So here it's only about 8 or 9 degrees. Still quite cold. Okay. Chung Hu, what have you been doing this week?
Nothing much. Just,
Nothing much? Nothing much?
yeah, yeah, nothing
Mm,
much.
okay. When does school start again, Chung Hu?
At night, my school started
Mm,
uh third 20 August. Cause my
20,
school end,
20 August.
yeah, because my school end a bit late.
Right. Okay. Okay, so still another few weeks before you start school.
Yeah.
Okay. Nok Ling, Sin Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Nok Ling?
I'm good.
Okay, good. And Fong Le Dok Ang, Chao Gon.
Hello, you can hear me?
I can hear you now. How are you?
I feel very good. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll just wait another minute or so for the rest of the students to join us. So, Nok Ling, have you got any questions about the essay that I sent back to you?
Yes, I have read it.
Oh, yeah, but do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, about my, okay, that's fine. So you can send me some more next week, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you can just do part two if you want, because your task one essay was pretty good.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, no problem. So I think you can do task one. You can send me one if you want, if you still want to practice. But I
Yeah.
think you have the right idea for that now, for task one. So
Yeah.
just task two, I think, to practice a little bit more.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, I'll just wait another few seconds for see who else is going to join us today. Don't like to wait too long for people who are late because, of course, you are here on time, which is great. So I like to get started because 1.5 hours isn't really that long. Fong Le Doc Ang, have you seen any movies lately?
I don't watch movie.
You don't like watching movies?
Yeah, because it's so long and I can't concentrate all the time.
Okay. Okay, you don't like to concentrate. Ding Lam, Xin Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Ding Lam?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Do you like watching movies, Ding Lam?
Yes, I saw like that.
Okay. What is a movie you have watched recently?
I'm watch the Mission Impossible.
Okay, you watch I watch. Remember, it's past tense, so you have to say I watched. Watched
Yeah.
with ed on the end. Does that make sense, Ding Lam?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I watched Mission Impossible. Good. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I saw like that.
I watched it too. They have a lot of very good stunts in it. When he is in the small plane. You remember that, Ding Lam?
What?
They have a lot of good stunts in it. When Tom Cruise is in the small plane. You remember when he's in the little aeroplane?
I don't remember because I watched it is so it's a long time.
You watched it a long time ago. Okay. All right, doesn't matter. All right, everyone, we will get started. Welcome to class. Great to see you all again. So today we're going to look at more part 2 speaking, and I'll get you to practice some of that, and we'll also continue with writing part 2. Before we start, does anyone have any questions for me? Before we start, any questions? Okay, let's get started. So what I'm going to do now, first of all, I'm going to just share with you a video on part 2 speaking. This is from the Ielts Advantage website, and so please look and listen to this. Hopefully this will give you some good suggestions to help improve your part 2 speaking. Nok Ling, can you see the video?
Yes,
Okay,
I can
great.
see.
Oh, good. Okay, everyone, please watch and listen to this.
Part 2 is often the most feared part of the speaking test because it requires you to do something that a lot of students are uncomfortable doing or they're
Okay, stop it there. He says part 2 is the most feared part of the speaking test. Huang Ang.
Yes.
What does that mean? If he said it's the most feared part of the speaking test, what does that mean?
Well, I think that means that is a part that most of the students are afraid of.
Very good. Perfect. That's exactly right. If you fear something, F-E-A-R, if you fear something means you are afraid of it. Okay? So fear is just another way of saying afraid. So he said part 2 is the part of the of the speaking test that most students are afraid of. Nok Ang, Xin Chao.
Hello,
How are you, Nok Ang?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Welcome to the class. Okay, I will keep going with the video. So when you fear something, it means you are afraid of it.
not used to doing. So in part 2, you'll be given a cue card that looks like this, and they'll ask you to speak about that topic for up to 2 minutes. This can be quite scary because it's difficult to speak about anything for 2 minutes, especially in a foreign language when you're under stress and you have a scary examiner like me looking at you. But what if I told you it wasn't part 2 that is scary? It is the strategy that students use that leads to low scores. And what's also really interesting is when students stop doing these things that band 5 and 6 students do, and they switch to our strategy that our band 7, 8 and 9 students use, not only do their scores improve, but part 2 becomes something that they look forward to. It is their chance to shine and show the examiner how great they are without any worry, without any stress. First, listen to this student and see if you can spot any problems with what they're doing. Describe some food or drink that you learned to prepare. I don't really prepare much food or drink because my wife does most of that for me, but food or drink you learned to prepare. Does a cocktail count? I know how to make a Bloody Mary. When and where you learned to prepare this? I learned to prepare it one morning.
Hi guys, imagine this. A million years ago, two
Get rid of this
dinosaurs
in a moment.
browsing on the internet on their company laptop.
When I was thirsty. How you learned to prepare it? I just looked up YouTube and explain how you felt about learning to prepare it. I don't know. It quenched my thirst. So did you spot what the problem was? What most students do is they look at the topic and then they talk about bullet point number 1, then bullet point number 2, then bullet point number 3, then bullet point number 4. But why is that a problem? Well, first of all, there might be one or more of these bullet points that you just don't have much to say about them. So what food was it? Cocktail. It was a Bloody Mary. But there's not much you can really say about that apart from what the thing is. How I learned to do it. Again, I learned it on YouTube. Not a big deal. I can't really talk much about that. So it's really limiting the amount I can talk. And remember, it is a test of speaking for up to 2 minutes. Then there might be a bullet point that you just feel uncomfortable talking about, or you don't really know what to say for that. So explain how you felt. I don't really have major feelings about Bloody Marys and about cocktails. I just made it up on the spot. That makes it extremely difficult to speak fluently for up to 2 minutes. And then once you get to the end there, after I don't know, 20, 30 seconds for the average student, you run out of things to say and you're like, oh, I've only been talking for 30 seconds. I'm going to fail my test, and everything gets worse and worse as you get more stressed and more stressed. So this is the most common strategy, and what does it lead to? Poor fluency, run out of things to say, and feel like you've failed. I've done so many tests with students who were doing really well in part 1, and I was like, this student might be at a band 7 or a band 8, and then they use this strategy and completely fall apart. So what do band 7, 8, and 9 students do differently? I want you to listen to this student who got a band 9 and look at the cue card and think about what they're doing. What are they doing differently to these band 5 and 6 students?
Food that I learned to prepare. I'm pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. But I love food, and I have a gluten intolerance, so I can't eat a lot of the Indian food. So this is a little recipe that I learned how to make, which is basically paneer. We call it cottage cheese in English. It's like a spiced tomato base with cottage cheese, with paratha, roti, but it's made out of ragi flour, which is gluten-free and super rich in calcium and very good for people with diabetes, although I don't have diabetes. It's very nutritious, basically. Together, it's the perfect meal. It keeps you full. I love being healthy. I try to be as healthy as I can. So, yeah, that's probably my go-to meal in the evening because I don't have to think about, I have all the ingredients. I don't have to think about how to make it. It's kind of automatic and it's delicious, which is the most important part. It's not compromising on the taste because I can't eat salmon and rice every day. I want to eat something that's more flavorful and nutritious. Sometimes when I'm feeling adventurous, I like to eat it with yogurt, either Greek yogurt or regular yogurt, and add a couple Indian spices into it and mix it up. So the spiciness of the paneer, cottage cheese, the texture, like a drier, stiffer texture of the ragi roti, and the creaminess and coldness of the yogurt is match made in heaven.
So hopefully you spotted they don't stick to the bullet points. Instead, what they do is they focus on the main topic. So they're always talking about the main topic, but they're not necessarily using all of the bullet points. What they do instead is they have the freedom to add other bullet points. So within that main topic, they are adding things that they feel more comfortable talking about whilst talking about that main topic. For example, if you got this cue card, you might feel very comfortable talking about these 2 bullet points, but this third bullet point is going to take only a few seconds to talk about. And then this fourth bullet point is something that you don't really know anything about and you don't feel comfortable talking about it. But you might find it easy to talk about other things related to the main topic, such as a description of the main topic, a story, how you feel about it, something about the past, or something that you hope to do in the future related to the main topic, or any other point that you feel comfortable talking about. Now, should you use all of those ideas? No, just the ones that will help you speak fluently for up to 2 minutes. And anyone that tells you you must talk about each bullet point in order doesn't know what they're talking about. Now let's move on to, in my opinion, the most difficult.
Okay, so just going to go back a little bit here, everyone, just to make sure you all understand what he is talking about. Okay, let's go back.
Did you spot what the problem was? What most students do is they look at the topic and then they talk about bullet.
Okay, so hopefully you understood why the Band 9 student got a Band 9 for this topic. Okay? Knockling.
Yes.
Knockling. What did the Band 9 student do with this topic? What do you think? Why did she get a Band 9 for this?
I think it's because she made her own bullet point.
Mm-hmm. And she talked about things in
a story.
In a little bit of a story, but the word I'm looking for begins with D. Knockling begins with D. She gave a lot of detail. Exactly right. This is how she was able to talk for 2 minutes. She talked about in detail about her favorite food. We'll have a listen again in a moment because this is an important point. I want to show you, everyone, why this student got a Band 9. Okay? She talked in detail just about one meal. She talked about how you make it. She talked about what the ingredients are. Remember, ingredients is a more formal word meaning the things that go into a meal. Okay, like for example, banh mi is made of bread and then you put some filling into it, such as maybe chicken or beef, and then you maybe add some salad. Those are the ingredients that make banh mi. So she talked in detail about the ingredients. She talked about how you prepare it. And then she talked about what it's like to eat. Okay, she talked about how delicious it was, how creamy it tasted. And then she talked about maybe she likes to add some yogurt to it. So she talked in great detail just about one thing. And the one thing she talked about was the main topic. The main topic. Nok ang.
Yeah.
Nok ang. Does this make sense to you? Okay. She talked in detail just about this, which is the main topic. All right? She didn't talk about this one. Can you see here, Nok ang?
Yes.
Okay, can you read this for me, please, where I have the pointer?
And explain how you felt about learning to prepare this food or drink.
Good. Exactly. She didn't talk about that at all. She never said how she felt about learning to make it. Okay? All she did was talk about this. And that is all you need to do. As long as you are talking about the main topic, you can make up your own bullet points. You can ignore all of these if you want. Doesn't matter. Okay? As long as you talk for 2 minutes fluently about the main topic, that is how you get a high score. Does that make sense, Nok Ang?
It's okay.
Okay, good. So again, this is an important point. And for those of you who haven't looked at this in detail before, I just want to make this important point is if you look at one of these topic cards and you try to go through it, such as what food and drink did I learn to prepare? Well, I learned to prepare rice. Where and when did you learn to prepare this? Well, my mum taught me when I was maybe 10 years old. How did you learn to prepare this? My mum taught me and I looked at YouTube. How do you feel about learning to prepare rice? I don't feel anything much. If you do that, okay, you can only talk for about 20, 25 seconds. What you need to do to get a high score is look at the main topic and then talk in detail about that. All right? Not using these bullet points. You can if you want, but you don't have to. I hope that makes sense to everyone. We'll look at the band 9 student again. We'll look at what her answer is. Okay? And then we will practice ourselves.
Who got a band 9, and look at the cue card and think about what they're doing. What are they doing differently to these band 5 and 6 students?
Food that I learned to prepare. I'm pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. But
Pescatarian, by the way. Changhu.
Yeah.
Pescatarian. What does that mean? Do you know? I'm pescatarian.
Like
Do you know?
vegetarian, I think.
Not quite. Not
Oh.
quite. Fung la dok ang.
Yeah.
Pescatarian. Do you know what pescatarian means?
I think pescatarians means a person don't eat anymore.
Almost. So vegetarian. Vegetarian means you don't eat animal.
Yeah.
Okay? Fung la dok ang. Pescatarian, everyone. Pescatarian means you don't eat meat, but you do eat fish. That's what pescatarian means. So vegetarian is you don't eat any meat. Pescatarian is you don't eat beef or pork or chicken, but you do eat fish. That's what pescatarian means.
I love food, and I have a gluten intolerance, so I can't eat a lot of the Indian food. So this is a little recipe that I learned how to make, which is basically paneer. We call it cottage cheese in English. It's like a spiced tomato base.
Okay, so she's talking about the food that she likes to make, which is called paneer in Indian. It's an Indian dish. Okay, now what is she doing now? What is she actually doing now? Ding Lam, what is she doing? So she said what food she likes to make, which is paneer. Now what is she doing? What is she doing now? What is she talking about?
She's talking about ingredient.
Correct. Very good. She's talking about the ingredients, how you make paneer. All right? So she's giving detail about it.
With cottage cheese, with paratha, roti, but it's made out of ragi flour, which is gluten-free and super rich in calcium and very good for people with diabetes, although I don't have diabetes. It's very nutritious, basically. Together, it's the perfect meal. It keeps you full. I love being healthy. I try to be as healthy as I can. So, yeah, that's probably my go-to meal in the evening because I don't have to think about... I have all the ingredients. I don't have to think about how to make it. It's kind of automatic. And it's delicious, which is the most important part. It's not...
Okay, so she's talked about the ingredients. Okay, she's talked about how she likes to feel healthy. Now what is she talking about? What is she talking about? Fu Kwang.
Yes.
What is she talking about now? So she's talked about the ingredients that make up paneer. Okay, she's talked in some detail about that. Now what's she talking about? Have a
I
look at the screen. What's she talking about?
uh, I don't know.
Okay, Huang Ang. Huang Ang.
I think she was after finish about the ingredients. She spoke about the taste of that like a
Correct.
recipe.
Now she's talking about the taste. In other words, now she's talking about how it makes her feel, whether it's delicious or not. And when she's talking about the taste, she is trying to describe how it tastes. Okay, so not just saying it's delicious, but what actually makes it so delicious. So again, more detail about how it's making her feel.
Compromising on the taste because I can't eat salmon and rice every day. I want to eat something that's more flavorful and nutritious. Sometimes when I'm feeling adventurous, I like to eat it with yogurt, either Greek yogurt or regular yogurt.
Okay, now she's adding more detail. Okay, that when she feels adventurous, okay, when she feels like doing something a little bit different, okay, she adds yogurt to it or maybe some spices.
And add a couple Indian spices into it and mix it up. So the spiciness of the paneer, cottage cheese, the texture, like a drier, stiffer texture of the ragi roti, and the creaminess and coldness of the yogurt is match made in heaven.
Okay, again, now she's describing the taste. All right? Okay, she calls it a match made in heaven, which is an English idiom, by the way. It means something that is really great. A match made in heaven. Okay, match is when you put two things together. Match is when you put two things together. Knockling.
Yes.
Have you heard of matchmaking at all? Have you ever heard of this? Matchmaking. Have you ever heard of this? Yes or no? Matchmaking. Sorry, Knockling, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Have you ever heard of matchmaking?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'll describe this for everyone. Useful term to know. All right, it's slang. Okay, matchmaking. If Knockling, okay, let's say that your parents, Knockling, okay, your mum and dad, Knockling, want to find you a husband sometime, okay? They want to
Yes.
find you someone to marry. They go to someone. I don't know if this is true in Vietnam, but it is true in some other society, Western societies. They go to someone who is called this. Can you see this?
Yes.
Knockling? Matchmaker. A matchmaker is someone who will find a husband or wife for you.
Yes.
Okay? So to match means to join two things together. Okay?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe, like I say, if maybe one day your parents want to find you a husband, all right, and they say, okay, we will go to a matchmaker and they will help us find a husband for our daughter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so matchmaking, this is a common term in English, so it's good that you know this. Okay, it's a slang term. It means if you go to a matchmaker is someone who helps people find husbands or wives. Okay, so matchmaking means to join two things together. So a match made in heaven is two things that are really great together. Okay, not just husband and wife, but maybe some sorts of food go together very well.
Yes.
Again, Knockling.
Yes.
Knockling, can you give me two Vietnamese foods that might be a match made in heaven? Can you give me an example? two Vietnamese foods that you eat together that taste delicious when you match them.
I think it's noodle and beef.
Sorry, noodle and beef.
Yes.
Okay, so noodle and beef is a match made in heaven, maybe?
Yes.
Maybe? Okay. So for me, a match made in heaven might be something like apple pie and ice cream. Does that sound right, Knockling?
Yes.
Okay, you understand what I'm saying? For me, apple pie and ice cream taste delicious together. They go together. They are a match made in heaven. Ding Lam, Ding Lam.
I'm here.
Can you think of two foods that are a good match for each other?
I think it's phở and
Yep.
quẩy. Quẩy. Do you know quẩy? Quẩy, quẩy.
Pho and quay. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
For you, what is a good food match for you?
A good
Remember,
food match.
two things that taste delicious together.
For me, the best food match for me is um, fried chicken and some salad. Because it's
Okay, so
like a
two foods.
balance between like fast food and healthy food, which
Okay.
I find interesting.
Okay. When you're talking about matching food, you normally just mean two foods that you eat at the same time. Like I said, for me, ice cream and apple pie is a match made in heaven. Okay? When you eat them together, taste delicious. That's what I mean. Phong le dok ang.
Yeah.
Can you give me a match for food that you enjoy?
Um, for me, is white bread and orange jam would be much made in heaven.
Okay, sorry, white bread and
Orange jam.
orange jam. Okay, good.
You
Okay, good. Match. I'll send everyone this phrase just in case you are not sure what I'm talking about. Okay, match made in heaven. All right, this is a good idiom to know. Okay, a good colloquialism to know. Two things that you think go especially well together is a match made in heaven. So, for example, the band 9 student said that for her, paneer, which is an Indian food, and yogurt are a match made in heaven. For me, it is apple pie and ice cream. For Ding Lam, I think Ding Lam, you said fur and what else was it? Guam.
It's quẩy.
Quay. Fur and quay for
Yeah.
Ding Lam is a match made in heaven. Two things that go very well together. So to match something means to put two things together. Hope everyone understands that. Anyway, okay. So I hope you all understood. I'll stop this share now. I hope everyone understood why that student got a band 9, because they talked in great detail just about the main part of the topic. Right, so I'm going to give you all the same topic now. Okay, so
Sorry, teacher, but I cannot hear you now.
okay, Huang An.
Yeah. Now I can hear you.
That's why. Huang Ang, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can now.
Great. Sorry, I turned my microphone off. Okay, Huang Ang, I'm going to get you to start shortly, okay? So you will go first. So just 1 minute, Huang Ang.
All right.
Okay, and remember the main thing I want you to talk about is describe some food or drink that you learned to prepare. Okay? You can use these bullet points or not. Okay, up to
Right.
you. It's all right. I'll give you another few seconds to think about it, Huang
Wait, I
Ang.
have a question.
Yep, sure.
Do I have to talk for about 1 minute or 2 minutes?
1 minute. 1 minute.
Just 1 minute. All right.
Just 1 minute, everyone. Okay, going to get so I'll come back to you, Huang Ang. So Huang Ang is first, then Leduk Ang, Chang Hu, Nok Ling, Fung Leduk Ang, Ding Lam, Nok Ang, Fu Quang. Is there anyone I have missed out? Anyone else joined the class and I haven't noticed yet? Okay, good. So Huang Ang, then Leduk Ang, Chang Hu, Nok Ling, Fung Leduk Ang, Ding Lam, Nok Ang, and Fu Quang. So I want you to talk for 1 minute about some food or drink that you learned to prepare. And I want you to try and talk like the Band 9 student did, where you give some detail about the food and maybe how you make it and maybe how does it make you feel, what it tastes like. Okay, Huang Ang, are you ready?
I wasn't sure, but I guess I could go for a minute.
I'm sure you can go for 1 minute. Okay, please start whenever you're ready, Huang Ang.
So as you can see, I clearly am not a good chef, but at the time when I was a children, I used to make a traditional Vietnamese dish called bánh chưng. That is delicious. Not also delicious, but it is famous for its like the the legends about it, and the in and I think that how to for the ingredients to make it, it's quite easy to find. You just need some sticky rice and some pig meat and a special leaf type called la rong. At the first time I was making it a shape like a cube. I was I wasn't sure my first ever bánh chưng was a cube, but I
Okay,
cleaned
thank you, Huang Ang. That's great. Huang Ang, you are easily going to talk for 2 minutes, I can tell. Okay? Yeah. Yeah,
But again,
sorry.
I didn't make to the important point
The
again.
important part. Okay, doesn't matter. When in the weeks to come, we will practice going for 2 minutes. Okay, so don't worry. Don't worry. Just one mistake, Huang Ang. You said when I was children. Okay, which is not correct. What should you say, Huang Ang?
I
should
have said when I was a child.
Correct. Very good, Huang An. That's the only mistake you made. Okay? But good. All right? You have the right idea, Huang An. That is what you were doing was exactly correct. Okay? You gave a good introduction and then you start to talk about the ingredients. Okay? Very good. Ledok Ang, are you ready?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. You should all be ready. All of you have had enough time now to prepare. Remember, in the test, you only get 1 minute to prepare. Okay, Ledok Ang, please start whenever you're ready.
So I learned this food recipe from my sister. It's a mixed noodle. You can put in pork or beef. It's up to you. And some veggies and chili for the sauce. The way to make it is like first you need to cook the noodle first and let it dry, and then you have to fry the pork or beef, then you have to add some chili and some like what is it? The soy sauce. Yeah, the soy sauce. So you can make the what the taste of it very could be good enough. So
Okay, that's 1 minute, Ladok Ang. Okay, not bad, Ladok Ang. All right, you start off very well, Ladok Ang, and no mistakes, which is great. Okay, just near the end, you are starting to maybe pause a bit too much. But then I could tell that you were going to start to talk about the taste. Is that right, Ladok
yeah,
Ang? Yeah,
yes,
yeah. So that's good. Then you could talk about the taste. Then maybe you can talk about you can talk about maybe a time where you enjoyed having this meal with someone or at some special occasion, for example. Does that make sense?
yes,
Yeah, you can say there was a time I remember when we ate this together with all my family, and it was my mum's birthday, and we had such a really great time, and all the relatives were there. See what I mean, Ladok Ang? So you just give more detail. You were still talking about the food, but now you are giving more detail about a time when you enjoyed it. Does that make sense?
yes.
So that is an easy way you can make your talk fill up 2 minutes. Any questions, Ladok Ang?
Nope, I don't know.
But that was good. Your description of the ingredients was good, Ladok Ang. Very good. That's exactly right. So, like Chris from Ielts Advantage was saying in the video, what I want you guys to get used to, I want you to actually look forward to talking for 2 minutes, okay? So that you do not fear this anymore. You are not afraid. By giving you lots of practice, that's what I'm doing, giving you lots of practice at just talking for 1 minute. Okay, once you get used to that, then we will make the time longer. But the whole idea of this is to get you used to talking for 1 minute easily so that eventually you'll be able to talk for 2 minutes and you won't be scared at all. You won't be frightened of this. You will always be able to do it. Chung Hu,
Yeah,
are you ready, Chung Hu?
I think
I'm sure you are. Okay, Chung Hu, you have, hang on a sec, just reset my timer. You have 1 minute, starting from now, Chung Hu.
okay. Okay, so it will start in Saturday morning in 2020 when I was watching TV and being bored like usual until I saw a cooking show about making spaghetti and whatnot, and then my brain was like, hey, how about we should try to make this one? So first, so after that, I decided to go in now and buy some ingredient to make the food. So I hop into the internet to see how it works. So at first, it's like we have to make the noodle a bit of longer and slow. So I put the noodle in the hot water and wait for it to boil. That's until I left it because I got some work to do.
Okay,
And
thank you. Thank you, Chung Hu. That is already 1 minute. That's good, Chung Hu. Okay, good description, Chung Hu. And you are speaking at the right speed as well. Not too fast, not too slow. That's great, Chung Hu. Good. Nok Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Nok Ling, you are next. Then Fung Ladok Ang, Ding Lam, Nok Ang, and Fu Kwang. Are you ready, Nok Ling?
Yes.
Okay. You have 1 minute starting from now, please.
So I'm a person who always want to try improve my diet by adding more fruit and vegetable. So I learned how to cook some dish with good for my health. So one time I learned how to make passion fruit salad. So after the lunch, I'm look for some new dishes for my dinner. So I'm watched my favorite TV program, which called MasterChef, and among numerous complex recipe, I found a simple one. So I'm go to shopping immediately and choose the ingredients very carefully because I want to make sure my dish succeeds. So I choose some ingredients such as potato, carrots, passion fruit.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Knockling. That is 1 minute already. Good. That's good, Knockling. Okay, I can see you are easily going to talk for 2 minutes. That's great. Just one small mistake you made, Knockling. You said you watched your favorite TV program, which called MasterChef. What is wrong with that sentence, Knockling? I watch my favorite TV program, which called MasterChef.
Which
What
is
word is
called?
missing? What word is missing, Knockling?
Which was called?
Yeah, exactly. Which was called or which is called. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So please remember to put the preposition in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is or was. That's the only mistake you made, Knockling. That was good. Okay. Phung Ladok Ang.
Yes.
Okay. 1 minute. Phung Ladok Ang starting now, please.
Okay. In the last month, I went to the Vũng Tàu city, which is the city near the sea, and I went to the restaurant. They served me the white bread and some jams uh, in in the table, and I I spread the jams. Um, I remember that it is strawberry jams on the bread, and take a bite to it. It is very sweet and a little bit sour, and this is a good combine in the morning. Wake me up to I don't feel sleepy anymore. After that, I really addicted to it. So I went to the supermarket, buy a loaf of bread, a jar of jams, and some
Okay.
orange.
Thank you. Thank you, Phung Lodok Ang. I'm sorry to interrupt your story. Okay,
Yeah,
sounded good. A good story. That's good, Phung Lodok Ang. Very good. Very
yeah,
good. Just a couple of small mistakes. Remember, jam is singular. Okay, doesn't need an S. A couple of times you said jams, jams. Okay, doesn't need an S. Okay.
yes,
I had white bread and strawberry jam. No S.
yeah.
All right. And the other thing you said which combine good in the morning.
No,
Doesn't quite make sense.
I said which is a good combine in the morning.
Okay, which is a good. So combine is a verb. You need the noun. So you need to say combination.
Ah,
Okay.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
I forgot
Combine
that.
is the verb. Okay. You need the noun, which is a good combination in the morning. Okay,
Yeah.
good. But the rest of it was good. Phung Ladok Ang. Great. One thing I notice everyone is doing very well is that you are starting to tell stories, which is great. You are starting to tell stories, which is really good and a really easy way to fill up 2 minutes. If you can think of some story to tell about your favorite food or whatever the topic is, it makes it much easier. And again, as long as you are answering the main topic, which in this case is some food or drink, okay, that's all the examiner wants to know. Don't worry about the bullet points. Like I say, just make your own. Ding Lam.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn, Ding Lam. You have 1 minute starting now, please.
Yeah. I will talk about fried rice. I learned how to make fried rice by starting with cooked and leftover rice. And first, I heat oil in a pan and add garlic and onion. Then I add chopped vegetables like carrot, onion, and something from my fridge like egg and sugars. Next, I add rice uh, and stir it all together. And um, um, I add soy sauce and pepper. I stir fry everything until
Okay, Ding Lam, that is 1 minute. Ding Lam, that is 1 minute. Again, very good, Ding Lam. Okay, very good description. Good work, Ding Lam. That's great. Good. Nok Ang. Nok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Nok Ang, starting from now, please.
I'm someone who loves sweet treats, and one day while I scrolling through videos about how to make pudding, and I came across a tutorial on how to make pudding. I couldn't resist and decided to give it a try right away. The pudding is missing simple ingredients like milk, sugar, eggs, and cornstarch into a smooth, creamy dessert. Was so tempting. I followed each step in the video, from whisking the milk and sugar to watching the pudding gradually thicken and turn into a beautiful color. In the end, when the pudding was really ready, I took my first spoonful and I felt incredibly satisfied.
Okay, good. That's 1 minute, Nok Ang. Again, very good. Nok Ang. Great description. Very good description of the ingredients. Very good story, Nok Ang. Just get you to be careful with one word, Nok Ang. Can you say milk for me, please? Milk.
Milk.
Okay, just remember you have to pronounce the last consonant clearly, which is the K. Okay, the first time you said it correctly. The second time you said mill. All right, so just always remember, especially a word like milk. By the way, a lot of Western people have trouble with this word too, so you are not alone. But with all these words, any word, you must be careful to pronounce the last consonant clearly. So milk, not mill. Okay, milk. But that's good. Nok Ang, very good. Very good. Okay. Phu Quang. Phu Quang.
Yes.
Okay, Phu Quang, you have 1 minute. Starting now, please.
The food I learned to prepare is burnt cheesecake. The ingredient for it is cream cheese, whipping cream, white sugar, cornstarch, yolk, egg yolk, a frame, a little vanilla, and I mixed it together and wait for chill. And after that, I bake it for a very long time, and the taste is like a little bit of burnt flavor and creamy, and the smell is very good. I really love that food, and I make that with my sister too. But I missing some ingredient in there, so I feel it's missing something.
Okay, Phu Quang, that is 1 minute. Thank you. Okay, Phu Quang, so good description. Very good description. Just one thing I will try get you to change. It sounds a bit to me, Phu Quang, like you are reading. Okay, I don't know if you are or not, but that's what it sounds like. And it makes your voice sound a little bit boring. Okay, in normal conversation, your voice goes up and down a lot more. So that is what you need to remember to do. So when I'm talking to you like this, Fu Kuang, okay, you can hear my voice is going up and down. I'm trying to sound very natural instead of sounding like, well, Fu Kuang, I think your speech was very good and the words were the best words you could choose. Hear what the difference is, Fu Kuang?
Can you repeat it?
Yeah, remember you need to make your voice sound more natural when you are talking. Okay? So don't talk like you are reading.
Okay.
So, for example, if I say this to you, my favorite food is apple pie and ice cream. I really enjoy making this food. I learned to make it by watching YouTube. It was very easy to follow. Can you hear what I mean, Fu Kuang?
Yes.
The way I'm talking sounds very boring. Okay, sounds like I am reading. All right, and you don't want to sound like that. You need to sound more natural. For example, the food that I really like the most is apple pie and ice cream. I learned to make this when I was watching a video on YouTube, and it was really easy, so I decided to make it. Hear the difference, Fu Kuang?
Yes.
Okay, so that is what you need to aim for. Okay, you don't want to sound like you are reading from a book. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, is there anyone I have missed, by the way? Anyone joined the class? I'm just having a quick look here. I don't think so. No. Okay, so everyone, okay, you all did a minute very well. I will increase it next time. But I was pleased, or I am pleased to hear you are all starting to tell stories, which is great. Does anyone have any questions about what we've discussed? Ledok Ang? Ledok Ang.
No, I don't have.
Okay. Does what I say, is it making sense to you? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please, if you don't understand, please remember, ask me or ask Bakha. Okay, if there's something you don't understand or not sure about. So the main point of this speaking lesson is, remember, just look at the main topic for part 2. Don't worry about the bullet points. Yes, you can use them if you find them useful. If you don't, ignore them. Just forget about them. Just concentrate on the main topic, which in this case was just talk about a favorite food that you learned to prepare. Okay, and you all did that pretty well. So great. You're doing well. So like I say, you have nothing to be afraid of, nothing to fear. Nok Ling. Can you please give me a synonym for match made in heaven if I'm talking about food? Can you give me a synonym beginning with D, please?
D?
D. Okay, I'm talking about food. Okay, I'm talking about food that is a match made in heaven. So for me, this food is
delicious.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so remember, match made in heaven. Maybe I've taught you a new phrase today. Just means delicious when you're talking about food. Okay, you can use match made in heaven for other things, not just food. Okay, but when you are talking about food, if you want to say that two foods, when you put them together, are delicious, you can say match made in heaven. Okay, it's a great colloquial idiom. Okay, for the rest of the lesson, we're going to look at writing. Let's go. So last week we did a little bit of paraphrasing. We're going to continue with it this lesson. All right. So remember, we're looking at the introduction. Nok ang.
Yeah.
Can you please read what I have highlighted?
Okay. Writing introductions. 3 steps. Paraphrase the questions. statement. Clearly state your opinion. Outline your main ideas. Not crucial but useful.
Okay, good. Good reading. This word here, everyone, by the way, if you are not familiar with it, crucial. You pronounced it correctly. Nok ang, that's good. Crucial means something that is very, very important. Okay, crucial is a synonym for very, very important. Okay, something you must never forget is something that is crucial. Okay, that's all. It's just a more formal way of saying very, very important. Okay, so in the introduction to any Task 2 essay, your first sentence is always a paraphrase. If it's an opinion essay, you state your opinion. Yes, I agree. No, I don't agree. Okay, and then you outline your main ideas. Okay, as I said here, not crucial, okay, not very, very important, but it's very useful. Okay, so again, last week we did these. Okay, this week we're going to do paraphrases of these next couple of topics. So remember, I know maybe one or two of you are new to this, or maybe you missed the class last week. You don't have to paraphrase every word. Okay, some words don't have synonyms, but most words do. Okay, for example, a paraphrase of this: parents could be mothers and fathers. Obese, a synonym, fat. Children, a synonym could be young people. Punished. Punished, is there a synonym for punished? Yes, there is, but not one I can think of in a hurry. So I could still keep punished. Okay? Again, it says fat here. Fat phrase I can think of, overweight. So remember, using synonyms is one way of paraphrasing. The other way, of course, is to change the order of the phrases in the sentence or use different forms of the words. Up to you. You choose. But synonyms, of course, just using synonyms is the easiest way. But maybe if you can change the structure of the sentence, might help you get a better mark if you do it correctly. This is our essay topic we're going to look at now. Chung Hu. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Can you read the topic, please?
Women and men are commonly seen as having different strengths and weaknesses. It is right to exclude males or females from some occupations because of their gender and discuss.
Okay, so what sort of essay is this, Chung Hu?
I think it's like the one we have to discuss.
It is
about
correct.
both.
It is a discussion essay. All right, everyone, remember there are 5 different sorts of essays. This is a discussion essay. Okay, and you know that, of course, very easy because it says here discuss. So you know it's a discussion essay. In a discussion essay, by the way, okay, you can give arguments for and against. Remember, in an opinion essay, you give arguments for one side only. You choose which side in an opinion essay. But in a discussion essay, you can have arguments for or against something. Okay, so the first thing, of course, that we do, as you can see here, up here, is paraphrase the question statement. All right, so can everyone please in chat now? Okay, this is the question statement or prompt. It's also known as the question statement or prompt. Please in chat, everyone, send me your paraphrase of this. Please send me your paraphrase of this prompt or question statement. Do that now, please. Ding Lam, do you understand what I want you to do?
Yes.
Good. Okay, you should be able to do this in 2 minutes, everyone. So see if you can use some synonyms, maybe see if you can change the structure of the sentence so that it means the same. Okay, thank you, Huang Ang. Okay, Huang Ang.
Yeah.
Okay, regularly is possibly not the best synonym. I would use often. Okay?
Yeah, I know,
Males,
but
yeah, males and females are regularly considered, often considered. Often considered, maybe slightly better? Maybe. Huang Ang.
maybe.
Maybe,
But
maybe.
I just think I would make it formal.
Okay, up to you, Huang Ang. It's your essay. Up to you. Okay, Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Okay, Chung Hu, that's good, Chung Hu, except for the last bit. Okay. All right. It makes it sound like you don't need to say which is true. Okay. Don't need to say it. It makes it sound like you agree that men and women have different strengths and weaknesses. Okay, Chung Hu? Okay. Maybe you do agree, but this you don't need to put that in the paraphrase. Okay. So what you've done in your paraphrase, apart from which is true, all that is good. Okay, Chung Hu?
Oh,
Phung Le Dok Ang.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing, Phung Le Dok Ang, female and male need to be plural, okay? Because the statement, the question statement says women and men. All right.
Yeah.
So you need to say females and males. All right. Not
Okay.
female and male. Okay. All right. Who else? Okay, Ding Lam.
I'm
Ding
here.
Lam.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
Ding Lam, did you write this yourself or use AI?
You translate.
Okay. Okay. So try to write it yourself, Ding Lam. This is the paraphrase is perfect, Ding Lam, but sounds like it is written by a machine. Okay, not you. So try and do it yourself. Okay, Ding Lam.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the paraphrase is perfect, but sounds a bit like a machine. Le Duc Ang.
Yes.
Okay. So it has to be females and males. Okay. Remember, women and men are plural. So if you're going to
I
use
just heard
female
you told
and male,
I'm like something and I removed the S.
oh yeah. So that does need the S. Okay, does need the S. Has to be plural.
Yes.
Are usually considered, all right, you need a preposition is here, in there. Are usually considered as having
I forgot the S.
different, as having
Yes.
different strengths and weaknesses. So you still need to have the as in there, like it did in the original. Thank you, Ledok Ang. All right, who else? Nok Ling.
Yes.
Okay, so Nok Ling, you only need to do the first sentence, all right? You've done both sentences.
Oh, yes.
So your paraphrase should just be, some people argue, some people, all right? Remember, you have to use some people because not everyone argues, all right?
Yeah.
So the collocation is always some people argue that both genders have their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yes.
Full stop. That is it. Okay, Nok Ling, that's all you have to write.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, good. So remember, when you are going to say people argue, always say some people argue. Some people argue is the collocation. Okay, who else? All right, Nok Ang.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen is not a good synonym for men and women, okay? Means something slightly different. Better to say, what else could you say, Nok Ang? Instead of men and women, what are two other synonyms? Males and
Female.
yes, males and females is better, not ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen means something slightly different. Okay, but the rest of it is fine. Okay, Nok Ang?
Okay.
Okay, so women and men, males and females. Males and females, women and men, not ladies and gentlemen. Just means something a little bit different in English. Okay. Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Okay. Some good attempt at synonyms here, Fu Kwang. Very good. So remember, first thing is females and males. Has to be plural, Fu Kwang.
Okay.
Because men and women are plural. Okay, so your synonyms must be male and must be plural as well. Females and males. And not always seen. All right? Commonly doesn't mean the same as always. Commonly, a good synonym for that would be often. You know this word, Fu Kwang?
Yes, I know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So your one could say females and males are often seen as having different toughness and fragility. Good try, not exactly correct. Okay.
Okay.
Strengths, a synonym for me that comes to mind is skills. Skills. Do you know this word, Fuquan?
Yes, I know.
Skills. Okay. Different skills and if you were going to use a word like fragility, you would have to say fragilities. Again, needs to be plural. Just like weaknesses is plural, you would need to have fragilities. Okay, Fuquan?
Okay.
Okay, good. All right. Who else? Anyone I've missed out? Ding Lam. Okay, that's better, Ding Lam. Okay, so for everyone, all right, you can see here, this is the one that Ding Lam sent me originally. Okay, I've sent you all a possible paraphrase. So instead of men and women, I can use males and females. I should use males and females. Okay. Instead of commonly seen, you can say often regarded. Often regarded. Again, is a collocation. Commonly seen, often regarded. Having, possessing. Having and possessing are synonyms. To possess something means to have something. I'm sure most of you know this word. Different abilities and limitations. Okay, strengths, synonyms are skills, abilities, weaknesses, limitations, fragilities. So I've sent you this paraphrase just to give you an idea of some other synonyms that you can use. So the main problem with what most of you sent me was you were choosing the correct words, but in one case you were not making words plural when they should be. For example, males and females is the same as women and men. Okay, it must be plural, males and females, and you are not using the correct form of some words. But I think I've corrected that with all of you. Okay. Now continuing with our introduction, all right, this is what they are asking you to do. Is it right to exclude males or females from some occupations because of their gender? Huang Ang.
Yes.
Can you tell me what this sentence means, please?
Is it right to exclude most of females? I think this means it is legal. I'm not sure it's legal, but I call it legal. To
Not legal. Okay, legal means it's against the law, which is not what the sentence is saying. Okay, it's not saying it's against the law. Okay.
Is it right to exclude?
But sorry, keep going. Keep going, Huang.
Like it's like
is it correct? Right? You could say to do what?
To
Huang Ang?
Like to put males and females out of the work they are not capable of, like something like that, or at least the people think they are not capable of. I think it goes with something like that. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, Huang An?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. So we'll start again. Sorry. What does that sentence mean?
I think it means is it correct to put men and women out of the work people think they are not capable of.
Okay, pretty good, Huang Ang. Okay, what the sentence means, Huang Ang has the right idea. So, does that mean should men and women not do certain jobs because of their gender? Okay, so for example, does that mean women should not be in the military, for example? Okay, or does that mean men should not look after children? Okay, just because they are men. And women shouldn't be in the army just because they are women. All right, that's what it means. Is it right to exclude? To exclude means to tell someone they can't do something. To exclude someone means to leave someone out of something. Okay. Huang Ang, is that right? What do you think? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's my idea.
Okay. Ledok Ang, is it right to exclude males or females from some? What do you think? Just what do you think, Ledok Ang?
It's not
No,
right.
it's not right. Okay, good. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Chung Hu, what do you think? Is it right to exclude males and females from some jobs because of their gender?
I think no, no. I
Not
don't
right.
think so.
Okay. Okay, good. I just want your opinion at this stage. Don't have to give me a reason. Just what do you think? Nok Ling.
I disagree with this statement.
Okay. Fong Ledok Ang.
It's not right.
Okay. Ding Lam.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Disagree.
Okay. Nok Ang.
Yeah,
Do you agree? What do you think, Nok Ang, of this statement?
I disagree.
Sorry, Nok Ang, you think?
I disagree.
You disagree. Okay, good. And Fu Kwang?
I disagree too.
Okay, everyone disagrees, which is good, all right? However, there are maybe some times when it is better to have a man for a job than a woman, okay? This is what you need to think of for your discussion. So it's easy, as you all have done, to say, oh yes, men and women, they should be they are equal. They should be both genders should be able to do everything. But remember, this is a discussion. So you also have to think of the opposite side. Huang Ang,
Yes.
can you give me a reason for the other side? Can you think of something?
Yeah, of course. Because I think they are talking they are thinking about it wrong because they don't understand how our society really works. Because if a person cannot be able to do the work as efficient as another person do, they will be a failure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This
Look,
is my idea.
okay, good. That's fine. Remember, by the way, there's no right or wrong answer for any of this. You just have to be able to, as it says for this essay, discuss this topic in good English. That's all you have to do. There's no right or wrong answer. Leduk Ang,
Yes.
can you think of a reason for the opposite side? Why might it be good to have?
Because sometimes it's too dangerous and like out of their strength, like the woman when they
Okay.
do
Okay, good.
heavy stuff.
Good,
Yeah.
good, Ledokang. Good.
Construction,
yeah.
not many in the construction as a girl.
Okay, very good, Ledokang. See, you have the reasons for a good essay already. Good. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Okay, Chung Hu, can you give me a reason why men and women should do different jobs?
I think men and women should do different jobs based on their ability because it will make a really good use of their ability and talent.
Okay, Phung Le Dok Ang. Phung Le Dok Ang, can you hear me? Ding Lam.
I'm here.
Yes, Ding Lam. Can you give me a reason why men and women should do different jobs?
I think there are many jobs that a woman have is suitable,
Mm-hmm.
and another jobs is not suitable with um men.
Yeah. For example, can you think of an example? For example.
Example is uh like mm, um, I can't
Not
think
sure?
that right now.
O- Okay. All right. Don't worry. Not Ang. Not Ang.
Yeah.
Can you think of a reason why men and women should do different jobs? Can you think of any reason?
Um,
Not sure?
yeah.
Okay, Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Can you think of any reason why men and women should do different jobs?
I think it's about their limitation. Men
Mm-hmm.
can do heavy work, like bring something really heavy or fix something
Okay,
that's very hard. And
okay,
woman,
good.
and
Okay,
woman,
good.
okay.
Yeah, no, that's good, Fu Kwang. That's good. That's good. Okay, everyone. So the reason I'm asking you all this is because it's a discussion essay. For a discussion essay, you have to look at both sides. And while everyone agrees that yes, men and women these days they should be able to do anything equally. Okay, men and women are equal. There are still some limitations which Fu Kwang and Ledok Ang and Huang Ang have all mentioned, and it is to do with strength. Okay, that's the main reason I can think of. And for this, remember, you only need to think of one reason. Nok Ang, Nok Ang.
Yes.
Does that make sense to you, Nok Ang? What the main difference between men and women, okay, is not their brains, okay, brains are the same. It is to do with strength. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe if there's some sort of job, as Ledok Ang was saying, such as construction or building, a job that requires a lot of strength, okay, maybe men should do that and not women. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, maybe again, you might say, "Oh, that's not true either," because you can get very strong women, which is true. All right, but because it's the discussion essay, you need to mention both sides. All right, you can say some people think that maybe men should do only heavy jobs, but then there are strong women as well. So when someone is given the chance to do one of these jobs, they should not be looked at as a man or a woman, but just whether they are strong enough or not. Okay, that is how you build a discussion argument. I hope that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, good. But for a discussion essay, you have to look at both sides. All right. Please now We're almost at the end of the lesson, so I won't get you to write any more. But we're going to look at this topic here. Actually, I will get you to write it. We have enough time. Please send me your paraphrase of this prompt or question statement. Knockling, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, can you read it for me, please, Knockling?
International tourism has brought enormous benefits to many places.
Good,
However,
all right. That's all. Thank you, Knockling. Okay, please, everyone, quickly send me your paraphrase of this. Okay, just this first sentence, not the second sentence. We'll do that next week. Can you think of a synonym for international tourism?
Is that external or what? Can it be external?
External?
Yeah, no.
No. International, external. International. Yeah.
Cannot think of one.
That's all right. In that case, just use international tourism, okay? Remember, in the test, you don't have enough time to think of this for too long. So if you can't think of a synonym straight away, okay, doesn't matter that much. Okay, Knockling. Knockling?
Yes.
Okay, Knockling. Some, okay, that's pretty good, Knockling, except that some is not quite the same as many, okay?
Yes.
All right. In fact, some and many are a little bit different. Positive effect on many, you could say a lot of regions, okay?
Yeah.
Some regions makes it
Yes.
sound like only a few, okay, which is not quite the same as many. All right. Thank you, Knockling.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, Ding Lam. Ding Lam.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, that's pretty good, Ding Lam. Instead of helped, it should be helped. Okay. Okay. This one is present tense. This sentence is present tense. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it should be helps, not helped. But the rest of it, that's good, Ding Lam. Leduk
Thank
Ang.
you.
Leduk Ang International Tourism has brought. Okay, Leduk Ang.
Yes.
Okay, you don't need to use all right? International tourism has brought large advantages to many countries. Okay, that's fine. Don't need to have the Nok Ang.
Yes.
Overseas travel. Okay. Not overseas travel. You could say overseas visitors.
Visitors.
Visitors is better than travel. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Who else? Huang Ang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's good, Huang Ang. Just remember to start your sentence with a capital letter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I always do when I'm typing. So just
Okay.
don't mind
All
it.
right. Okay. Just remember when you come to do the exam, remember to check this. Okay. Otherwise, it is a silly thing to lose a mark for. All right. Phong La Duc Ang.
Yeah.
Okay. International tourism industries have, okay, not has, okay, have given many huge profit for many locations. Locations. All right, plural. Okay, good. All right, everyone, I'll stop the share there. All right, we will continue with this one next week. By the way, a good synonym, as some of you have given to me, instead of international, global. Global. Global is a good synonym. Some of you gave that to me. That's great. Global. Global. For those of you who are not familiar. You could say global tourism. It's the same as international tourism. Okay, thank you, everyone. Sorry, we've gone a little bit over time, but thank you for that. Any questions before we finish? All right, Nok Ling, I look forward to seeing your work later this week, okay? Next week, sorry, next week.